welcome into the Smokers Haven Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm Z. I'm here with Coop and Andy.
What up?
And it's here, guys, week 1. I say it officially starts today.
And 2 days till kickoff.
Yep.
We're all excited. First
Waiver.
Sunday is right around the corner.
Waivers running a lot of my leagues tomorrow. The ones that lock players during the offseason. Tomorrow's first waiver run. So, yeah, we're finally here. Today's off the dome. I guess in honor of start of the NFL season, your top 3 favorite NFL players of all time.
Oh, that's easy.
Today we're going to talk about a couple drafts. We had a new redraft. It's kind of a cool format, but we'll talk about our teams in that, the winner-take-all league. And we did a draft in the Megalabowl. We have a whole podcast on that you can listen to, but we'll kind of talk a couple things in there. And then we're going to go through some week 1 matchups, maybe some tough choices between players, and kind of teams or people we're excited to watch in week 1. All right, who wants to start this week?
I got it.
All right, go ahead, Coop.
So number 3, I got to go Lawrence Taylor. Dude was awesome. I mean, just wrecked shit. Number 2, it's got to be Dion. Favorite Falcon, or second favorite Falcon of all time. Dude basically helped bring attention to Atlanta. And then number 1, my favorite middle linebacker of all time, Jesse Tuggle, who was a Falcon.
Yeah, no, that works. I like those.
All defense?
All defense,
I'm
baby.
bringing a full offense at you. Number 3, Bo Jackson.
Solid.
I don't care if he only played a short time. If you've seen him, Bo Jackson.
Well, greatest commercial. You don't know Bo.
Bo knows.
Number 2, Randy Moss. Caught everything. Number 1, do I even need to say it?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Tom Brady.
Oh my God, you were going to do it. I almost was going to make it just
God, why do I want to
current
throw up
player
now?
so I didn't have to hear that.
Shit.
I knew it was going to come. All right.
Shouldn't have asked the question off the dome then.
Yeah, he's
Anytime that has to do with favorite
considered
player.
the GOAT.
Yeah, anytime you say favorite player in NFL, you know that's coming out of my mouth.
It's hard to
Throat
argue with
goat,
all the
maybe.
Super Bowls.
Just ask Goodell. It's probably a throat coat.
All right. So let's go over to Coop for news and notes.
All right. Not a lot going on here. Did get the Travis Kelce injury. But other than that, not a lot. But still
That's
don't
huge,
know.
though.
Yeah.
I mean,
They say the ACL's intact, but they can't really do much until the swelling's down. So,
and they play in 2 days.
yeah. So, not
playing.
looking good.
He's not playing. If his knee is swelled to the point they can't actually MRI it at this point, there's no way he's playing in 2 days. That'd be insane. They got 10 days after that. More likely, if it's not serious, he plays in week 2. But everybody investing first-round picks in that guy. I traded for him in a couple leagues.
Yeah. Again, still nothing on Cooper Kupp. Chris Jones still holding out, it sounds like, which is huge. Again, Kansas City's going to be down. Sounds like probably their best weapons on both offense and defense.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what they would look like without their top 2 other than just Mahomes. So should be something to watch. Other than that, still waiting on running backs. That market just is not moving.
Yeah, Hunt, Fournette, still sitting out there. Judy, too. Haven't really heard anything update as far as if he's going to miss time or how much.
And I think a lot of it right now is teams just trying to play everything close to the chest, so that way teams can't prepare.
They probably don't have to give anything quite yet. So
Yeah, probably not till Friday.
probably, I think Thursday, Friday or something when teams have to announce an injury list.
Yeah. So be
All right.
interesting, but yeah, not a lot going on, but we're all
About to
excited
be.
for week 1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's about to be all kinds of stuff going on. Let's go just real quick. We'll talk a roster in the Megalabowl. The footballers tournament. We were pick 5 and somehow came away with CMC, and it's not a super flex league. That was fun.
So, I mean,
Took long, but we got her done.
Yeah, a little under 2 hours, 14 rounds. Not too bad.
but where we picked and the fact that CMC fell to us at 5. And again, this was a single quarterback, correct?
Yeah, single quarterback.
That was crazy.
We kind of ended up going, I guess, what you'd call a form of hero running back.
Yeah.
Went CMC, and then we went CeeDee Lamb, Ridley, Devonta Smith, threw in Trevor Lawrence to go with Ridley, and then Mike Evans.
Yeah, really not taking that second running back until after you've basically filled everything else.
And then we took 4 in a row with Isaiah Pacheco, A.J. Dillon, Jamal Williams, and Tank Bigsby. So
Yeah, I
some
like the
potential there
depth.
if there's an injury, and then Pacheco's at least a starter. So.
Yeah, and if we need to, we can also play matchups too.
Yep. And we got Algier, just in case the hopefully doesn't happens.
Yeah, what a healthy year.
Went super late with tight end, got Sam Laporta, and then they have stupid defenses. So yeah,
But
I
no
like our
kicker,
chances
at
in that
least.
one.
That was a nice part. No kicker, so at least you don't have to worry about that.
Yep. Andy was happy. We got Ridley.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. We didn't get him on that Scott Fishbowl one.
And now
So we got him in this one, so that evened it out a little bit.
we got the stack too with Lawrence.
Yeah.
Where did we get him again?
Lawrence, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went running back, 3 receivers. Lawrence, another receiver.
I think we're going to be pretty set there.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right in that one. It'll be fun. See how. And this one allows you to do waivers, no trading. Yeah, we'll keep you updated on how that goes. Winner take all league though, the new redraft. Winner gets to take all the money plus make rule changes for the next year. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Drafted Sunday, and yeah, absolutely love my team. Other than Andy over here snaking me a couple of times,
And what?
and the winner take all.
I
league.
didn't snake nothing. You should know by now what I'm going to draft. I should know what you two are going to draft, and Coop should know what we're going to draft.
So it's a super flex league.
Still had.
Like how it went.
Yeah. I still surprised Jarvis went Justin Jefferson 1-1 overall in a super flex.
I was a little surprised at that. I was happy though because it pushed Josh Allen to me.
Which sucked because I wanted him. You made me have to take Lamar.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna have to decide between Lamar and Fields, and I didn't want to make that decision.
Yeah, I was happy. I got Lawrence at 7.
Yeah.
So. And then, especially after the comeback and still seeing that Nick Chubb was on the board, I mean, I
that's
about
sick.
shit myself.
Chubb in the
honestly.
same. Well, that's because we had. I mean, all those quarterbacks make sense up until Fields there at what,
Well,
9. But I'm not
Even
sure.
Fields, I'd be okay with just because of that
I like
potential upside.
Fields at 9 is okay. Then Tua and Aaron Rodgers though those were reaches even in a super flex for the first round. Like I would have rather give me Bijan or Christian McCaffrey or Chase.
Which weird. Bijan went over fucking Christian McCaffrey in this.
Or even
Yeah,
AJ.
I thought he
Brown.
was going to go both. I really thought he was going Bijan and CMC, and that was going to be a pretty sick start. He went Bijan and AJ Brown, which is still pretty good.
Yeah.
He only went AJ Brown though because he forgot he was on the clock and almost ran out of time. Just took the guy that sleeper had the highest points.
Which was pretty funny, but
I gotta say overall, I was pretty impressed at how people did in the draft. As far as I didn't see any really outlandish ones. You know, people mostly drafted pretty
attention.
good, even though it wasn't in order of ranking.
let's see, what do we have after that? So came back down to Andy there at Stefan Diggs, and then you followed up there with Barkley.
I thought I was going to get Eckler. Because Eckler went right before
Yeah.
that. And then dude took, damn it. All right, I'll
Yep.
take Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, I was thinking.
So that
I
Chubb
knew
right
Chubb
there.
wasn't making it through both of you, but
Well,
I
Chubb
was
would have been
praying.
mine had.
I knew it was going to be rough being that close to both of you in this draft.
That's where I changed my draft fucking strategy a little bit.
Then it's third round reversal, so it went back to the end for the third round. Coop ended up snagging CD in there. Third round, I
Yeah.
like that.
I was again shocked that he was still available, where Watson and
Devonta Smith went ahead of him, which was surprising.
just
Devonta Adams.
quite a few wide receivers that went ahead that I was kind of shocked at.
And then this was the first snake.
I wouldn't call it a snake. I thought Coop was taking him.
Anthony Richardson.
There you go. I got my second guy.
Yep, I love that pick. I was quite disappointed. Decided I wasn't taking a quarterback at that point, and took Derrick Henry.
Yeah, what did you call him? The old man for one last ride.
Yeah, one last run at it. Hopefully he holds up one more time. Then Wade did us all a favor and took Cooper Kupp,
Yeah,
which was nice of him.
Yep,
Nice and
appreciate
early.
that, bud. I know you're listening. Thank you.
I didn't have to worry about having that decision. Then back around, this is a steal though that he ended up taking Kelsey in the 4th. I think that's a hell of a value.
Well, it was a steal up until the news today.
Yeah, the injury today could end up yesterday or Sunday. I thought it was a really good pick. I was disappointed because that was right before me.
Yeah, took your second quarterback there in Daniel Jones.
He's one of my. I mean, he's gonna be a lower end QB1, I think. But I think I got him higher than a lot of people just because of the rushing.
Yeah, and again, you never know how people view other people. So,
Yep. I give everybody a guess on who Andy took here.
Can I guess too?
Sure.
Damn. Who's been taken so far? I took Ridley, obviously.
Yep. I almost
Between
did.
him and
But
Olave, and after I picked it, I should have took Olave, but I like Ridley. I'm sticking with him. I've been talking about him. I'm waiting to see you, dude. I'm gonna stick with him. I'm not turning my back on him until at least week 5 when he's doing bad.
I think he's gonna have a great year. He's gonna take Trevor Lawrence to that next level. He's a better receiver than Kirk.
And Kirk was like
Well,
a 30, number 30, I think, last year. 20, somewhere in the 20 or 30.
He had a good year.
Yeah, he did.
I think he was quite a bit higher than that.
Might have been, I mean,
I
say
would
15
say I
maybe.
thought he was like 16 or
Yeah,
something.
Kirk had a good year last year.
Well, and even with Ridley coming in, that should help him too, as well, because he doesn't have to be the number one, so he's not going to have that primary defender on him all the time. So
Yep,
that should
absolutely.
actually help him a lot too.
He got drafted, right?
Who?
Pretty sure.
Christian Kirk.
Yeah, he's in there somewhere. I'm sure we'll see him going through.
Yeah, he's right there in a little fishy in the 9th round.
Yeah, I figured he did. I was trying to see if I can pull up his stats. He was number 11, half PPR last year. So he was wide receiver 1 last year, just on the fringe of it. He was good. I mean, Trevor Lawrence was good. So
Yeah, and you think with the upgraded weapons now, he should continue to
I would
elevate,
think Ridley, there should be no reason Ridley can't be 11.
if not higher.
Yeah.
He's going to be number 3, guys. He's going to be number 3
So then,
because, I don't want to push that. I don't want to be that guy that says he's number 1, then he's not, then I got to explain myself. So I'm going to say 3 because it's a lot easier to explain when he's not.
well, then the guy you passed on, Coop took there with Olave.
I was surprised though that Najee went between us. I thought that was a little bit of a reach, even especially with still some of the other backs that were available. But
Yeah, I would have been like Mixon or
even Walker.
Gibbs.
Ramadre.
Yeah, after that, we had a couple quarterbacks go in the end of this round with Goff and Ritter. Quarterbacks were just, everybody decided quarterbacks were going to go, and they just kept going. Carr went next to start the 5th. Let's see. Coop ended up going Gibbs here, like that.
Yeah. Just the value was there. I was like, get the receiving ability plus the rushing that he's going to get and a decent amount of volume. I like the value there at 5.
And then I got snaked again.
You did not. I picked my first running back, and he was the best one available. I was hoping to get him in either Dobbins or Williams, Javante, and both of those got taken before it fucking got back around to me.
Well, not before you took Madison.
Yeah, I took him first. Like I said, I took him because he was the top guy.
So then I took Dobbins right after that.
So there, you snaked me. How about that? There you go.
That was 8 picks before you.
That's still snaking, I guess. You picked him before I got to pick him again.
Got a couple more quarterbacks go with Wilson and Garoppolo before it got back to me. I took Amari Cooper,
Homer
6'4".
pick.
Plays for Cleveland.
You only took him because he's a former Cowboy.
I think he's gonna have a good year.
Yeah, hopefully he does. So.
As long as Watson comes back around, not being as shitty as he was last year, because Cooper was good with Jacoby.
Percent, yeah.
Then Andy took Mike Evans. I like that. That's who I was deciding between.
Well, if you were taking him, I was taking Drake London, so I'm pretty sure Coop appreciates that.
Yep, because that was a homer pick. Although
it
probably a value at that point too.
Yeah, I almost took DJ Moore, but I was like, give me what I know is, and I think already a better pocket passer with Ritter.
Ooh, I don't know. We're going to see.
We'll find out, but
Yeah,
I think
we're
he's
gonna
already a
see.
little bit, just because of the offense that he came from,
I mean,
he was a pocket passer at Cincy, so I think he's a little bit more developed than what Fields was coming over from Ohio State.
there's a lot of quarterbacks this year we're going to find out about. That left DJ Moore for Brandon. Go ahead and stack up with Fields. Let's see.
And Darren Waller and Kittle went before Andrews.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Not only that, Hawkinson went before him too.
I can see that. Hawkinson has a chance at wide receiver
Yeah,
one.
but I figured
still,
like
yeah.
Hawkinson wouldn't be like
Tight end one, you mean?
Yeah,
like,
tight
he's
end
up
one.
there. Yeah, like he's up there at 6'6",
Andrews should be tight end
Andrews,
too.
yeah.
I mean, he should be the second round or second tight end.
or at
taken.
least right behind Hawkinson, not this far behind.
Yeah, that was a good value for Ryan, which is good because he took Jonathan Taylor earlier, which
Yeah,
that one's surprising. It was a little early.
especially in the 5th round.
Yeah, I thought that was a little early for a guy. I'm not even quite sure he's going to play.
Yeah, but good luck to
Yep.
all those JT owners out there.
Then you went Big Mike in the 7th. Big Mike Williams.
I just wanted to get that 4th wide receiver, although I kind of kicked myself, but I probably should have gone running back, especially with there's still a couple other or running backs out there that maybe had a little bit more value, but I can't complain. I'm just hoping he stays healthy. So
Then we had Andy take James Conner.
Yeah, my second running back.
Probably a good one. Pretty stable. As long as they don't trade him.
Well, he's pretty much him and Hollywood are the only two left.
Yep.
well, you got Rondale Moore too.
So surprised you didn't take the guy I ended up taking, Terry McLaurin.
I already had Stephon Diggs, Ridley, and Evans. I needed a second running back.
Yeah. Let's see, right back around. Judy went beginning of the 8th round. That's interesting with the injury still. I went James Cook. And then Andy took his third quarterback.
Yeah, well, because I was aiming for James Cook. He was down there. And I knew you were the only one I had to worry about.
And then you reverse snaked me by, I guess, if you're going to call a snake right after, because Sam Howell is one of my guys for this year.
Well, somebody's got to play during the bye week.
Yeah, I like Howell. We got Steve. I think this is a little bit of a reach. But we got Kenny Pickett. Yeah, quarterbacks were just going. So
Yeah, it was okay. Which quarterback do you want? I think he has the best upside. So I'm
looking
just hoping
at the rest of them that went. Yeah, it would have been between probably Pickett and Jordan Love for who I want as my second guy with who was left.
Yeah, and
It got rough real fast.
it did, and especially once I saw Andy take Howell, I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
I better fill that before I'm stuck with no back end quarterback.
We had Leno take another suspended player with Jameson Williams. Or I guess not another suspended guy because Taylor's on the pup, but still a guy who's not going to play for a while. That's interesting with shallow benches somewhat. 5-man benches.
Especially with you have Kamara going right after. It's like if you're going to take somebody that's suspended, at least take the guy with the shorter suspension.
Yeah,
But-
at a position that's tougher to fill.
Yeah.
You end up getting Herbert. That's a great pick.
I like the value there, especially for where he is the starter. I think I'll be set there for the year.
Andy went Delvin in the 9th. Delvin Cook. I went Michael Pittman. And then let's go ahead and take a couple quarterbacks just to get them out of the way. I took Stafford and Stroud. Andy went with a rookie receiver and a rookie running back. Zay
Another
Flowers
rookie
and Tank
receiver
Bigsby.
after that.
Yeah, and then Quentin Johnston. Not drafting for Dynasty or anything.
No, because I already have my starters for the most part.
Our
Quentin
teams
Johnson
look like that.
Zay Flowers has sounded super good
Yeah.
out of camp.
He does.
And so those two are one. I'm hoping at least one of them. Hey, yeah, boom, kick ass.
Steve went with some rookies. Tajay Spears, Marvin Mims, Chase Brown.
He passed over Slant Man there and Michael Thomas. I'm hoping
Oh,
he
yeah.
stays
He's
healthy.
kind of a
Thomas.
rookie. He hasn't played.
He hasn't played in a while. He's kind of new to this league.
He's got
I made a
Brett.
mistake in the 12th, not being sorted by ranking, and my messy writing. I thought Goddard was already gone, so I took Evan Ingram. 3 picks later, Coop took
Took him.
Dallas Goddard, and I immediately was like, fuck. Immediately. I was like, I did not know he was still left. I had him crossed off. Felt like doing an old draft, though, with having to cross people off to see who's left.
Right.
That was interesting.
It makes it more fun because you're like, all right, you got to pay attention to who's there, who's not. Because if you call out somebody who's obviously gone, people are going to start clowning you.
Well, you can't even call them out. You got to type them in.
Yeah.
So you're spending all your time typing in guys who aren't fucking there. So, yeah, this is going to be a fun league to watch. I'm excited for it. End of the draft, I ended up taking Ingram, Van Jefferson, Sean Tucker, and Zach Moss. Just to get some running back upside there. And Jefferson just in case Cup's out.
And he took another rookie there with Johnson, Kendre Miller, and Laporta with KJ Osborne squished in between.
Yep. What is that? 5,
1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5.
6 rookies? 6 out of 15?
Good. That's 7 if you want to count Anthony Richardson. Wait.
That's what I was counting.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
What does Sam Howell count as a rookie? I mean,
Dynasty rankings off the board.
my team looks good. I like it. I like it.
I do too, especially for next season.
I'm coming from.
This is gonna be fun. I'm
hope I
gonna
play
be
you
excited. It's gonna be different watching a redraft league. I haven't done one for a few years, so doing waivers and stuff with actual players on there, not just like these super end of the bench guys.
Like, oh, he got called up from the practice squad.
Yeah, time to sign him. Half my budget. All right, so yeah, we'll keep you updated on both those leagues for sure as we go, and we'll move on. Talk about some different matchups. I know I play both of you guys this week.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited. What league do I play you in?
We play in my RSO.
No, that's not one I'm really looking forward to.
No,
I bet not. My team's pretty good.
Nah, that's not that one. It's because I got.
Me and Coop playing the other RSO.
that's going to be a fun one.
Yep, matchup of the 1 and 2 seed from last year's playoffs. Should have been the championship game. Ended up being the 3rd, 4th place game.
Which I still can't win a fucking playoff game.
Yep.
No luck.
See, and this happens in a few games, but it's always interesting when you have a father-son matchup.
Oh,
Big Fish and Little Fish play each other in Fish's League.
That's going to happen twice
Yeah.
in a lot of leagues.
Yeah, they're in a few leagues together.
Yeah,
Huh?
they are.
yeah. And then he's also got even Dante and a couple.
Yep. Yeah, Dante took over at least one in Fish's League, and then I think he's in the
Work
one he
league.
started and stuff. Yeah.
He's got the work league.
Some real life matchups I'm looking forward to. Thursday night, obviously Chiefs and Lions.
Yep.
That should be a fun game.
Yep. I'm just looking forward to any game, to be honest with you.
True.
All of
Meaningful
them.
game.
All of them.
Meaningful game. But that one's going to be exciting. Even without Kelsey, it could be a shootout. Mahomes will just get it done.
All right, you think they're gonna win without Kelsey?
I did a little write-up thing on Mahomes, and I said in a year or two, he's going to prove he doesn't need Kelsey along with not needing Hill.
In a year or two,
He's
Kelsey's
just
gonna be
good.
gone, so he's gonna have to.
Yeah, that's why I said Mahomes is just good. He's a wizard with the football. So
I think the Lions are gonna go in it. If I'm picking the Lions, if Kelsey's not there.
I definitely still stick with the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's hard to bet against the Super Bowl champions.
I just hope it's like 45-44 or something. It's just some crazy high score.
Well, and something exciting too.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
28-3 Lions.
I would like
In the
to
first
see
half?
And the second half.
come back from 28-3. It won't be the first time anybody seeing that.
He's not Brady. He's not Brady, bud.
Jared Goff is.
Monday
the new
night's
Brady.
game's interesting with goes Jets and Bills.
Yeah, that should be fun. Rodgers,
Yep.
first time in New York. Should be interesting, especially to see how that Bills defense handles that.
Yep.
And that,
See how they use the weapons there in New York. And excited for that one. Obviously, Cowboys Giants. It's a little bit more personal one. Might not be the most exciting game of the week.
yeah, especially
I
for a
hope we don't have
Sunday
to
night
watch
game.
that.
I think that they could have chosen a better one for a Sunday night.
Yeah, they could have.
Yeah, but if they,
any
if they would allow it, Dallas would play on all 17 weeks. I mean, they would play every single week on national TV because they draw massive ratings.
I really think that San Francisco at Pittsburgh could be a really fun one this week.
Yeah.
It's one of those matchups. You got Brock Purdy coming back. Again, second-year quarterbacks.
Teams
Brock
have
Purdy.
had a whole offseason to watch tape on Purdy, and he was not a high pick. So
No. Well, and then you got Pickett, his start of that second year. That offense looked a lot better in the preseason this year.
say out of that game, I'm most excited to see Jalen Warren and how the Steelers decide to use him.
Hopefully not too much, but we'll see. Got another good one here. I think will be
Dolphins Chargers.
yeah, the Dolphins Chargers. That'll be another.
That
could be a high score.
Yeah.
We could see 70 to 76.
That could be a high scoring game. Herbert throwing to all those weapons, Tua and Hill and Waddle.
Yeah, just
Yeah, that could be a very high scoring game.
and it'll probably end up 6-3.
No kidding.
But I'm excited. We do get to see my Falcons take on the Panthers. Get to see the number one pick, so that should be kind of interesting
Yep.
to see how he looks and handles
All these rookies, Bijan, and we get to see Anthony Richardson. I guess
Yeah.
the other quarterbacks too, but
Well, it's just getting to see a lot of these young guys too. I think everybody's kind of pumped just because there's a decent amount of rookies that are coming in. They're supposed to be high impact, and it's not just on the offense. There's a lot on the defense too.
I mean, almost that whole first round of rookie picks for fantasy wise are supposed to be productive even in year one. So
Yeah, so it should be fun. About the boring game though is probably going to be the one that we're
your
going to be
mouth.
also having to watch
Shut
with
your
Brandon
mouth.
and the Cardinals
know.
and Redskins.
the Commanders,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, Cardinals and the Commanders
I want to see the Jags.
battle for Caleb.
Caleb Williams.
Is it? No,
wanna
Commanders
see
are going to be a
Jags.
lot better than that. I'm going to play Sam Howell in a couple leagues just because the Cardinals are so bad, and intentionally so. They're
Yeah.
trying to be bad.
Yeah, they're tanking for Caleb just like Wade.
Yep. They have a good chance to have 2 top 5 picks next year.
Yeah, depending on how Houston turns out.
They're going to be bad.
Well, but
don't
they might
know.
be better than they were last year.
Yeah.
There's always that
what were they
one
last year
team.
for a pick?
2 and
So yeah, like
There's always that
they could
one.
be better.
five
Still
and
be
12.
pick 4, pick 5.
5 and 12 would probably get them around 8 or 9.
I mean, Cardinals have a legit chance at first and second pick, which would be nuts to get both of those just kind of naturally or whatever.
Yeah.
Not trade for it at that point.
And
Just
already have it.
it.
Yeah, that would be definitely
You just
interesting to see what would happen. Because especially then, if they're going to trade Kyler, what can they get for Kyler?
Still get a first out of Kyler, I think.
A ham sandwich.
Quarterbacks are valuable, so
But what are you thinking, like a mid-first? Like what team do you think is going to want to give up? I mean,
well, anybody who thinks they're a QB away. So let's just say
Who's that team?
I got a couple of ideas. Like Russell Wilson sucks so bad that they're like, you know what, this is not going to work. We're going to just eat that hit and let's go out and get somebody.
but can they even afford that under the cap? Because
Yeah, they
Murray
can
just
always make
signed
caps
his.
work. Yeah, he's got a number 2.
So
the other
that's
one
where
I
I'm
think
looking
is
at
Cousins.
Minnesota.
If Cousins leaves, I think Minnesota's a good opportunity. They have a roster already, so they might give up a first, thinking it'll be a later one.
The only other one, and my kind of wild card in all of it, is the Raiders. Just because I think they have the
Yeah.
cap space.
Not
And
Tennessee.
And they have no quarterback.
yeah. I think Tennessee's going to take the wait and see approach. They'll see
They keep
if either
drafting
Willis or
Levis.
Yeah,
Levis.
Will Levis
Develop
doesn't look good
Levis.
at all, though.
Yeah, Tennessee could also be in a market. Cardinals, if they got Caleb Williams and
Marvin Harrison.
Marvin
Jr.
Harrison Jr. Oh my God, what a start!
It's a way to build your team, but it's just
Yeah,
too bad you have
Hollywood.
nothing else on your team.
No, because at that point they shouldn't have Hollywood or Connor anymore because they should have flipped them for something this
Yeah,
season.
probably more first round picks because you're going to have to rebuild.
Maybe
that
for
whole team.
Hollywood, Connor will get you like a
a
fifth or
second.
a sixth or something. Running backs aren't.
Oh
valuable.
yeah, he'd probably get like
You're not going to get much,
He could probably bring a fifth in,
but I could see him completely.
but you could
Unloading.
still probably get like a second maybe for like a Rondale Moore,
Maybe.
and so that way you can at least build some depth and try to get some other pieces on that offense or
Teams value those
rebuild
seconds quite
that
a bit.
defense.
That's why it was surprising the Bears gave one away for Chase
Claypool.
Claypool. That was weird. Could have just waited for the Steelers to cut him.
You never know because they got to clear the waivers, so
So, yeah, there's some matchups. The players, those Fields is another one. I can't wait to see how Fields takes a step forward.
yeah, who does Chicago?
I'm waiting for Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for him for a while because I'm high on him.
Yeah, well, we keep seeing all these videos. It's time to see it for real.
Yeah.
All right, Green Bay at Chicago. Yeah, that's the first one of the afternoon games. It looks like so. Yeah, that could be an interesting one.
Green Bay, Chicago.
Yeah, you get Jordan Love and Justin Fields.
Both not rookies, but both. I mean,
Trying
Fields
to prove
actually
it.
has more experience than Love, which is kind of
Yeah.
interesting.
But they're both really trying to prove it this year,
Mm-hmm.
so that'll be interesting.
Well, and I mean, Fields has to have a lot of confidence. The fact that the Bears had the number one pick and still decided to
Trade it and build
trade it
around
and
him.
build around him.
Yeah, it's got to give you a boost, and especially where they got DJ Moore, which is huge to give him a true number one, and then to go and get a tackle to bolster that offensive line to be like, hey, we're going to protect your blind side so you're not running for your life back there. All right. Philly, New England. That, I don't know. I'm not really excited about
I
that
like
game.
Belichick's defenses, so it's going to be fun to watch that one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to
if they
see how
figure
they
out Hurts.
That could be an interesting one just from the defensive side because I also want to see that Jalen Carter kid because if he's as good as what people have been saying, that defense could be stupid because you got him and Fletcher Cox. It's almost like a cheat code.
I had an idea on the Jalen Hurts 1 yard shit. It'll only work if you're at the goal line, but just fucking hit him. Go off sides and hit him every time. What do you get, a 2-inch Just do it over and over and over until they stop lining up in that formation. Just fucking hit him every time. Oh, sorry, we jumped early. How else are we going to stop it?
Give him a concussion.
Well, that's how they stopped a
Or
lot
you
of
just
the
bring in the
RPO
backup.
stuff. They stopped a lot of the RPO stuff by just hitting the quarterback, even if he handed the ball off, because it's a fake. I mean, you can conceivably think he still has it. So just hit him every time.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, quarterbacks aren't quite as willing to do these RPO fakes.
Yeah. Especially where they're not as protected.
Yeah, because they're just getting smoked.
Like if you're running an RPO, you better have a fucking reason for it.
Or you better be aware so that you can avoid that hit or whatever, even if you don't have the ball.
Basically, and it's almost turning more into a true play action now rather than an RPO.
Yeah.
It's going more back to that play action and more of like a delayed play action is what it is, really.
So some individual kind of tough calls. Like I have a couple I'm throwing up, like Higgins and Evans. I can't quite decide between. I think Evans is still the number one, but that's with Baker, and I don't know if that's as good as the number two with Burrow.
It's tough. I mean, I've got to choose between Stroud and Baker and
That's
the
gross.
1 R. So
I'm going Baker, but that's gross.
yeah, just because I don't want the rookie, just because I want to allow him to get equated to the NFL before trying to have him to start.
Got any tough start sits over there, Andy?
No, I don't. My line is perfect.
No depth.
Week 1, I put in who in my mind are my starters in general. Like I look at my team; these are my starters. These are what I'm banking on my starters to be this year. I'm playing them week 1.
Well,
Yeah,
can't really-
I don't do a whole
unless
lot of
they're hurting.
matchup stuff early because it's
No.
just so tough. You
I
just
don't go by projections at all until about, and I don't even go by them all season. But I'll kind of look at them about week 4 or 5 maybe.
it's so tough. Yeah, there's so many unknowns this week 1. And
Right.
just go with the guys you know.
I mean, do you play Amari Cooper or DeAndre Hopkins?
I probably play Cooper.
That's who I have in because I expect him to be my starter.
That's a close.
But at the same time, he's technically not. No, I lie, he's not my starter because I have Cooper Cup that's supposed to go there.
He's not going to play.
That's why he's there right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be Cooper Kupp, Calvin Ridley, and Jamar Chase. Those are my 3
Cup going to the specialist isn't
in Minnesota.
it's not great.
Yeah, I mean, we would probably, if it wasn't for the fact that Washington was playing Arizona, we would maybe have to talk between then Goff and Howell. But
I like Howell.
Goff and Murray, if Murray wasn't hurt.
Oh, yeah.
But where Arizona's trying to tank, it's like, all right, well, we can just play Sam Howell and
They say they're bringing him back when he's ready. It'll be interesting to see if they actually do that.
he'll be ready next year.
Yeah.
He's got Call of Duty League, I'm sure. He's probably playing that right now.
Well, shit. Yeah, I mean, I just can't wait for week 1 to start. Get some real football.
Oh, yeah.
Get to see how some of these teams start shaking out in different leagues and
Seeing all the plays.
see who the contenders are. Who starts deciding to start tanking.
Well, that won't be me. That will not be me at all. See, if you look at it, say, why would I do that? Would I
Well,
could
we already
destroy
know
your
Wade is.
playoffs?
Wade's tanking in
which is
London.
fair. I mean,
Yeah.
he took over a team like that.
I don't want to hear that. I did that
Still-
the year
yep,
before.
But it's still
I literally
it's
did it
a
the
legitimate
year before.
strategy to tank and try to build that way. You can also not do that, and that's legitimate as well. But both strategies
Because I'm not
are
a bitch.
both strategies are okay. I mean, personally, I would have tanked. I would trade away all my good players and just start
Which
over.
I did, like right at playoffs. I
In your league, I probably had
I
the-
got London in the first.
I had a top 3 team in your league, but I didn't have the top 2 were just too good. Or at least top 5. And I just traded everybody off. I was like, I'm just going to start over. It's the first time I've done it. And it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Well, you get to kind of see how good you are at drafting, really.
Yeah. I know I'm great at that.
Yeah. You roster bait too much.
Yeah. Well, you guys all make me so good at it by leaving me good players in the second round.
Listen to this guy.
He's just roster baiting to his mound.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm
roster
excited.
bait too early. Nobody likes that.
I've got a couple spots cleared off for my new trophies that are coming.
Oh, you got some coming?
Yep.
Which ones?
Oh, at least one RSO.
He's just talking
I'm
shit.
going to win
man.
one of those, I think.
I'm winning.
I'll taunt the
this year.
fantasy gods. I'm going to take one of those.
Yeah, I hope you get your lipstick on for him. or
Probably a
something,
couple
'cause-
sleeper leagues.
No, you're winning anything. As long as
See,
I'm in the league with you, you're not
We're
winning.
in and playing against each other in 9 leagues.
9
I say I make the playoffs in at least 8.
Well, it's because I can't play you every week.
Well, no, we'll take out the 2 we co-manage with each other. So out of 7, I say I make it in 6.
6, 7.
Playoffs in 6. I'm
We're
calling.
9.
Yeah, we co-manage 2 of them though. So we're in 7 where we actually
All are in the same league.
you 2 share a team in one of them.
Well,
10.
we're guaranteed to make playoffs in that one. Fuck, we've been what? Fucking second place.
We've
4
also
years in a
got
row?
Brandon's too.
Yeah,
'Cause-
Brandon's both RSOs. And
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You're not in that one. I was adding that one.
yeah, I'm in the
What
Roundhouse
Fish's work.
League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm coming for that one. I fucked up last year.
Yeah, you had Dynasty brain.
I had Dynasty
you
full
have
blown.
7 of 15 rookies.
That's this year. Last year it was 15 of 15.
It's so hard drafting after you do Dynasty,
But it was,
and
like,
then do a
super
redraft.
late,
You're like,
too.
look at these rookies that are still available.
So I mean, if I'm up in the morning, and this draft was like at 9:10. Like normally when I'm like, okay, wind it down, ready, come on. Like, all right, we've done, I don't know,
Any of you-
38 drafts before that, all dynasty. So yeah, I mean,
Any of you sick enough that you set a clock for the waiver wire?
No,
Where would I sit?
I have
Fuck.
children. They'll wake me up soon.
Done it a couple of times where there's like a guy I wanted, but I didn't want to put the waiver claim in.
So you wait for the waiver period.
Wait for it to
yeah.
run and then do your free claim.
Oh my god, you nerd! I mean,
Some
I
of
get
those run at
I
like 4
I
in the
get it.
morning. You
'Cause
gotta
I mean,
get
if
up
I'm
early
up
for
at
that.
that time, I'll do it too. But I'm not gonna get up for that.
Set an alarm for it. No.
I have a day job. I can't do that right now.
Right? I would wake up at my alarm would go
When do
off.
you go to
I would
bed?
look at it and be like, why the fuck is my alarm going off and shut it off?
Well, I'd put like something on there that would say like or check waivers or something like that. So when I'd see it, I'd be like, oh yeah. Because otherwise I'd do the same thing. Be like, fuck you, alarm.
I don't even usually look at my first alarm. It's just it going off and my finger going on and hitting the snooze button because I know exactly where it's at. I can literally do it with my eyes closed.
Yeah. That snooze button's evil.
But I set it for 5-minute intervals, so it's just like, all right,
It's like
5 more
torture.
minutes.
It's like torture every time you're just drifting. Oh, alarm again.
Well,
All right, I'm just going to get the fuck up.
it's my reminder that, yes, you still have to get up and get your child dressed and ready for school. I can't just sleep in till 8.
I feel old because I usually turn off my 6 a.m. alarm before it goes off.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
up
I do
before
the
that. I
same
just
thing
turn
too.
it off so it don't go
Just
off.
start calling
Like,
him
I'm already
Grandpa,
up.
Grandpa Z.
I'm up before him.
Yours is work related, though, usually.
Yeah, okay. Yep, I'll take it.
I don't work till 11. I just can't sleep in, even if I go to bed late.
Yeah, Grandpa Z.
Yeah, I feel it. I like sleep too. It's just bullshit. All right, well, we'll be back with you next Tuesday, and we'll have
That's it?
yeah,
I went through everything.
Okay.
we'll have a waiver show. We'll have or not a whole show, but a little waiver segment. Guys that might be available to look for.
They won't be there because they're already on my team when everybody's there looking
We'll
for
be
them.
able to talk about matchups that happen, matchups coming. Talk about all these rookies we get to watch.
Get a week in review,
Yep.
basically. That would be awesome.
Man, it's gonna be so great.
Talk about what's coming up, maybe any major injuries.
Yeah, hopefully we don't see any of that.
Yeah.
I'm good with no injuries.
Well, unless it's Tom Brady. If they want to say Tom Brady got hurt,
Falls in the press box or something.
Just for that, I hope fucking Bijan goes down and your
we're gonna end
boys.
this before all this dirty talk starts. Bad karma in here.
No, yeah, you guys are already talking
I'm
shit
talking
my
about
guy.
a guy that's
I
retired.
don't care.
We'll talk to you guys next week.
He's coming back. He's going to be a Raider.
Stay high.
Always.